I think most people are going to say the same thing. If we look at since the Premier League has formed, the most successful trophy winner is Sir Alex Ferguson. It's interesting now with Sir Alex Ferguson. Would he, if he was managing in this current situation, probably would have been sacked. He started off his Manchester United career so badly, but he was allowed to be given time. And also, he was given a gift. When he became Manchester United manager within a year or so, he had that wonderful young squad of players who came through your Nevilles, your Butts, your Scholes, your Beckhams. All of these young players came through at a perfect time. So he didn't really need to recruit. He had and Giggs, all of these great players. And over time, that successful side of it. But what everybody remembers Sir Alex Ferguson doing very good was he had discipline, other than, you give Eric Cantona a little bit more leeway than others. But any player that, it doesn't matter how big they were, if they didn't conform, out the went. It didn't matter how big they were. And I like that he had that discipline, but also he could rebuild that squad again. And that last championship winning side, I remember being fourth official in his very last match, standing there looking at that team thinking, how the hell have you just won the Premier League with that team? No disrespect to them players that were in that team, but they were not the world-class superstars that he'd had in the past. So to achieve what he did and to leave at that perfect moment was the icing on the cake for me. But this could all be replaced in a heartbeat, because I think this season is going to define a lot of things too, for me. One, the greatest manager of all time in the world. If Brazil win the World Cup, Carlo Ancelotti, for me, will be the greatest manager ever in the world, because what he's achieved, and to do it at international level and to win the World Cup, for me, would be the ultimate. But if Pep Guardiola wins the Premier League at the end of this season, yes, he was handed a lot of things on a plate, but tactically, he changed the game. People now are changing it back, of course, because the smaller clubs who are less successful are trying to compete more, so they're going a bit more aerial. They're not playing as much football. But he did shape the way the Premier League was played, and he's gone through a rebuilding squad. People say he's been rebuilding over the years, but not as much as he's had to do. And he still brings players like Phil Foden, who having a bad time. He's got this wonderful art of getting players back playing again. And I think if Manchester City win the Premier League this season, I think that would suppress Sir Alex Ferguson in the previous time. And it'll just all depend on what happens at the end of the season.